G'day everyone, today we're here in Goulburn, New South Wales, one of Australia's great railway towns. And we're here to check out the fantastic Goulburn Roundhouse Museum. The Goulburn Roundhouse was built back in 1941, right in the middle of World War II, and it quickly became one of the most important railway facilities in the state. Originally, it served as a major servicing depot for steam locomotives, keeping the Southern Main Line running smoothly. As the years went on and steam gave way to diesel, the roundhouse was adapted, but by the late 1980s, it was largely retired from frontline service. Thankfully, it wasn't torn down. Instead, it was saved and transformed by the Goulburn Rail Heritage Centre, keeping a big piece of New South Wales railway history alive for everyone to enjoy. Today, the Roundhouse Museum is a working heritage site with an amazing collection of locomotives, carriages, wagons, and machinery. Today, you'll find some classics like streamlined diesels, 48 classes, which was a workhorse of the New South Wales network. It's also D19, a massive steam crane, as well as restored carriages and plenty of smaller relics from steam and diesel days, as well as a pay bus, a 44-tonne shunter, and much more. And I can really only recommend experiencing it for yourself. What's great is it isn't just a static museum. There's always restoration work going on, so you can see the volunteers bringing these machines back to life, and it gives you a real piece of authenticity, part museum, part working depot. One of the big draw cards here is special events. Every few years the Roundhouse has hosted Streamliners, a massive gathering of streamlined locomotives from all across Australia. They lined up the bulldogs like the 42s, the Bs, the Ss, the CLs, and all those classic designs from the golden age of streamlining. And it's a bucket list event for rail fans, with night shoots, tours, and thousands of people turning up from around the country. Even outside of Streamliners, the Roundhouse often hosts smaller open days and celebrations, so it's worth keeping an eye out on what's coming up. Inside the Roundhouse, you'll also find the Argyle Model Railway Club, which I've actually made a separate video on. They've got a fantastic layout set up there, running HO and 00 scale trains across the scenery. And here's something really exciting. Steam has returned to Goulburn. The Roundhouse is home to locomotive 1076, an 060 saddle tank built by Vulcan Foundry. After years of work and being out of service since 2020, it was recently steamed up again. Seeing 1076 come back to life in the yard is a reminder of what the site is all about. Not just preserving history, but actually keeping it alive. And it's also worth pointing out that the museum is always on the lookout for more volunteers and support. Restoring and running locomotives like 1076 is a huge amount of time and effort, and it's all driven by passionate people who love keeping railway history alive. So if you're a local and want to get involved, this is a fantastic place to lend a hand. But the Roundhouse isn't just a museum, it's also a working base for heritage operations, and right now, or at least when we visited, one of the homes to the picnic train, which operates excursions all over New South Wales. Their carriages are often stabled here between trips, and if you're lucky, you might even see them preparing for a run. And the site has been housing something pretty special. Victorian Railway steam locomotive R766. Built in the 1950s, and after being on the 5'3" for a number of years with Steamrail and West Coast Railways, it's now restored and gauge converted to 4'8.5". For me, this was the first time seeing it post-rebuild, and it shows how the Roundhouse can play a role in modern heritage rail. Next door to the Heritage Centre is the Goulburn Railway Workshops. Back in the day, this was a freight rail facility, part of the State Rail Authority's freight division, providing total maintenance and repair for their loco fleet. But since 2006, it's been privately operated, and today is run by Rail First Asset Management. They maintain and overhaul locos and wagons for operators across the country. So while the Roundhouse preserves the past, the workshops next door are very much part of the present, keeping modern freight moving. And let's not forget Goulburn itself is a railfan paradise. The main southern line runs through the town and is one of the busiest corridors in New South Wales. You'll see everything from New South Wales Trainlink XPTs and regional passenger services to freight trains from Pacific National, Horizon, SSR and Rail First. It's a fantastic place to spend a day and just watching trains roll by. Goulburn's easy to get to. It's about 2 hours from Sydney and an hour from Canberra by car, and there are regular New South Wales Trainlink services straight to Goulburn Station. The Roundhouse itself is open Thursdays, Fridays and Saturdays, with opening hours from 10 to 3 p.m, with the last tour at 2:30, and tickets are quite affordable. So whether you're into big heritage locomotives, model trains, or just want to soak in some railway history, it's definitely worth a visit.
So there we go. That was the Goulburn Roundhouse Museum, and I hope you've all enjoyed coming along today. If you do want to visit the museum for yourself or check out Goulburn and find out about other events that are happening in the area and this wonderful town, I'll leave all the appropriate links in the description below. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching and coming along today. I'll see you really, really soon, somewhere along the tracks. Hooroo!